special halftime report. We just have to do a quick live look. We're live as of 5 o'clock on Sunday, December 10th. It's me, Jeff, your commissioner, anxious watcher of fantasy scores right now. Just giving a live look in because we have 3 teams fighting for the playoffs. We have 2 teams battling it out for that flute position. Ooh, baby, and it's looking pretty close right now. Actually, it's looking a little interesting right now. Not in the way that I was thinking. We had 3 teams that had to win. And then it would come down to a points tiebreaker for that final playoff spot. We had Matt, we had Dan, and we had Carlos. Right now, pretty interesting. It looks like currently Matt's beating me 43-12, but the projection is me 107-99. So it looks like Matt right now could lose. Next up is Dan taking out ChatGPT, projected to lose 121-82. That's very interesting. Moving right along. It's interesting, but I don't know if well, here's the interesting part about Greg and Jason's game. Right now, it's interesting. Herbert has negative 0.32 points as quarterback, and Greg's quarterback, Russell Wilson, has negative 0.36. Pretty fascinating stuff. That game actually doesn't really have much of an impact, so we're going to move right along. For the flute, Michael might, for the very first time in his life, beat the Weasel. Projected right now 121-81. Huge start for Michael's team, and a lot of duds for the Weasel. But if you remember, Michael had to win, and Hannah had to lose in order for there to be a points tiebreaker to see who would be the flute master. And right now, Michael's projected to win, and Carlos is projected to lose to Hannah right now. Hannah projected to win 101-97. So I just want to break this down. This is why I'm doing a quick breakdown video, because 3 teams had to basically win, you're in, sort of, if you outscore the other teams. But you had to start with the win, right? Or so we thought. We have right now a projection of all 3 teams that needed to win to make the playoffs of losing, which would then come down to a points tiebreaker of which of the 3 losers had the most points scored. So if we take a look at that, I need a piece of paper because this is just blowing my mind right now. But if you look at the standings, points scored in the season, Dan was in the lead with 1,416, Matt with 1,405, so an 11-point difference there. Carlos, unfortunately, kind of way far behind in that case, 1,239. So Carlos has to win if Dan and Matt win. Right now, an 11-point difference between points scored. So if we look at Matt's projection point of 98.7 and Dan's of 82.2, I mean, that would be Matt outscoring Dan by 15 points. And Dan currently has, what did I say, a 12-point lead on Matt. So it could come down to if they both win or they both lose right now. It comes down to a points tiebreaker. And this could come down to like a 5-point difference of making the playoffs or not making the playoffs. In that similar vein, if we flip over to the bottom bracket here, we've got Michael projected to score 121 points and win. Hannah projected to 101 points and also win. However, so if Hannah wins, Michael, it's you. Unfortunately, you would have beaten the Weasel for the first time, but it wouldn't have done enough. It was just kind of, too little, too late. It's kind of like that's like your theme in fantasy this year. If Hannah somehow loses, right now you're projected to score 20 more points than her, and you guys would do a tiebreaker if you both end up with the same record. She has scored 1,207. You have scored 1,241. So you have the points lead there, but she's projected actually to score less than you. So guys, it's just coming down crazy. I just want to do a quick update because we've got the 4 o'clock games, the Sunday night game, and the Monday night game. So there's still a lot of football left to be played, but pretty interesting matchup here. My dream is kind of for Matt and Dan and Carlos to all lose. Actually, no. I want Matt and Dan to lose because I want it to come down to a points tiebreaker. I want Carlos to beat Hannah, and I want it to be a points tiebreaker between Hannah and Michael, who looks like he's going to win. And then we'll just see how it all shakes down Tuesday morning when the dust settles. Everybody wakes up, checks their phone at 3 in the morning, and it's all going to be clear, crystal clear. All right, thank you guys for humoring me. You guys may not watch this, but I just had to at least capture this moment because to me it was too much to pass up. All right, peace out.